All right, hello everybody. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. Looks like it. What's going on, Ash? What's going on, Cinder? Welcome. Hope you guys are having a good day. Good Friday. Hope you had a good end of the week. Hopefully you guys are excited for the weekend. Has anyone got fun stuff going on? So real quick, I just got to... I'm actually just gonna go ahead and hide this for a second because we don't know what we're going for, and this all set to Paris. So I am using this old layout. Oh, good. Adele has left the room. I was kind of feeling bad. I didn't want to kick her out. I have a cat tree in here for her now, and she loves it. But I don't lock her in the room when she's in here with me, and the washing machine's been running. So 1 second. There we go! Hey, what's going on, Trainer Joker? Welcome to the stream. How you doing today? How you doing? So, also want to go ahead and get this count pulled up just to make sure we're ready to go with it. And then I also want to open up, I'll open up my actual capture software to get the audio real quick. Gonna be playing Pokefarm tonight because the developer recently made some huge changes, effectively doubling chance of melanistic Pokemon. Cool! Have fun with that. So 1 second. Whew. I am physically tired right now. My legs are dying. I just finished up biking, which I've been trying to do almost every day since the start of January. Just, be a little bit healthier. Also use my bike that's been sitting in my room for a long time, without, being used or anything. So yeah, what was I gonna go to? Here we go. Yeah, let's get this pulled up. Cool. And yeah, let's get game sound. Hey Yoki, hey Cam, hey Joker, welcome to the stream, guys. I don't know if I already said hello to you, Joker, but welcome. Either way, welcome. Okay, so I'm gonna actually go in here. And do that. So I'm gonna see. I don't actually know. I haven't checked this. I assume there's gonna be something that works with this. Settings, yeah. Background music. I'm just gonna go ahead and turn this background music off. Cool. Yeah, so background music's off, so we'll hear Monster Cat music and we'll hear the shinies, but we won't hear the very sporadic and not always a thing Legends background music. Came to say hi, talking to your other brother while doing a shiny race in Legends. He's winning, as he found more. Doing great, just caught the shiny Carnivine in Legends. Arceus yesterday. No, yo, nice. And Yoki, yeah, welcome, welcome. I guess until the day rolls over and the game gives a shiny boost as well, you'll continue your Zora Hunt and Legends for the next hour. Awesome, best of luck. Alright, so we need to find an Outbreak. Let's see if we can find one. Have I played Night in the Forest? I have not. I haven't heard of it. What kind of game is it? Let's return to Village, yeah. I still really want to find something in the Obsidian Fieldlands. Just because that's... hopefully that works. Hopefully that's an okay one to go for. Hopefully it's not, like, really high level. So let's go in here, let's save, and let's update... Doop. Properties. We're gonna go for it. We're gonna go for it. I don't know how good of an idea that is, but we're gonna go for it. So... Oh yeah, that is right. The menus are funky. Don't really know how you're playing blind. Oh, got you. Cool. Hope you're having fun with it. Alright, where is this Outbreak? Ooh, so we're going to be wanting to go... probably here, and then we're going to want to loop around. So let's actually fly up to Heights Camp. We're going to save again now that we're at Heights Camp and as close as we can get. I'm going to mark it first, you know, like I probably actually should if I was a smart player of this game. Yeah, let's drop a pin there. Now save so the pin stays even when we reset. Where is the pin? Ah. There's probably a better way to do that. I could probably just go around it faster, I don't know. So yeah, let's see. Oh yeah, there's an alpha stantler up there, I think. See, here's where I'm not sure. I'm not sure if going this far off the beaten path is gonna mean we get a lot higher level Pokemon. Oh gosh, okay, so I probably shouldn't go that way. I should probably go around over here. There's only so much I can expect Warrior to do without giving up on me, so yeah, we just gotta go down here. I might place some other pins as like intermediary stops to make sure I know what I'm doing here. Because I just don't think I can jump from up there and expect Basculegion to like accept that, you know? Alright, let's just see what level that. Oh yeah, no, we're doing this one. We're definitely doing Zubat. I was just really worried we were gonna end up in a situation where like we accidentally found an area where it's like level 30 Zubats or something. That would have been a bit rougher. So yeah, let's find ourselves a shiny Zubat, guys. How's everyone else been doing shiny luck-wise? I feel like a lot of people have gotten, like, fairly lucky in this game, and I just, like, have gotten horrifically unlucky. Okay, I missed and hit the hill. That's on me. Alright. I think all 4 of them are there, yeah. Yeah, I probably want to use something other than Decidueye here, just because I think Decidueye is, like, double weak to flying moves, right? Decidueye is grass fighting in this, right? So they're double weak to flying. Which explains why level 12 Zubats are wrecking us. See, like, that does nothing. But Gust actually does, like, the kind of damage you would expect, like, normal wild Pokemon at the right level to do. Not stuff that's super, super easy. You're lost in Metroid Dread, you died at ME2, and it's now the last thing. Do you go left or right? I don't remember where you go, but honestly, I don't want to say, like, yeah, that's how the game works, but like, it kind of is how Metroid works. It's just like you're gonna be lost. It's almost just like part of the experience. Okay. Okay. Really, we actually only got one there. Oh, I guess because we just attacked the one of the others. We're like just big chillin'. Okay, I'm just in a bad spot, I guess. Because Alright, let's actually start a battle. Come on now. Man. It's like, I'm just trying to get one at a time. Also, since they used hypnosis, it reminds me, I'm kind of glad that they like changed the way status effects work in this game, where like, you just get drowsy, you don't like fall asleep and stuff. Also, this is a big outbreak. It's more than 10. Wonder if you can find another shiny while raising your Eevee's happiness. Hey, that'd be kind of cool if you did. Yeah, let's take out these two. I didn't want to hit that. Hisui, come on now. There are two Pokemon attacking me. Fight them. I think you found the way, but you can't jump up with this rock. Ah. Like in Metroid? ME2. I feel like you just fight ME2? Or do you do Craig first? I forget. I remember I got very stuck at one point as well. Okay. Like, I feel like you just immediately fight ME2. Like you just have to know how to beat ME2. Are you counting, like, the tutorial Emmy as ME1, or are you just, like, skipping that one? I think that changes things dramatically, I think. I think, like, the first Emmy after the tutorial is just a straight fight to learn proper Emmy fighting when it actually has, like, armor. And then the Emmy after that, I think, is the first time that it kind of goes, haha, you need to do this other thing first. Because, like, the room's just not quite right. Like, you can't get to the point where you get, like, the right thing to beat Emmy. Alright, let's hope. Alright, cool. Outbreak's still there. Heights camp. Killed the first enemy, one without armor. Okay, yeah, so... Yeah, so that Emmy is like the tutorial for saying, hey, this thing kills Emmys. After that, what I would say is... Basically, you have to find the same kind of thingy that you found before, right? You have to find, like, where you have, like, you can get, like, the power gun thing to actually, like, take on an Emmy. Because Emmys are invulnerable to anything except for that one thing that you use in the tutorial. And there's a little bit more you have to do with it on the second one, since it has armor. Can't find his room. Ah, I see. Oh gosh. I mean, the map's like my biggest recommendation there. It's not going to show you where the room is, but it's going to show you where there's, like, a suspicious space, right, that, like, you haven't been to. And I believe if you, like, find the map room, it actually will show you. It will, like, kind of show you where you need to be going. There might just be a power-up you need or something that you have to backtrack for or something like that. That's kind of, like, just a staple of Metroid stuff. I still need to beat Dread. I've played all of Dread. I haven't beaten it though. Like, is that bad? Is that bad that, like, I literally got to the final boss and went, eh, and just didn't beat it? I'm so bad about that with games. Like, it shouldn't be that way. But it ends up being that way. Oh, please take this one out. No! Ah, man. Alright, now it doesn't matter. I had the chance! If I wasn't drowsy, I could have gone twice in a row. Ah. Am I just gonna get drowsier, or what? Come on, Norbert. Land a hit, buddy. I hope if this stacks, I'm gonna be kind of mad. Like, I get that it's probably extending the time that I stay drowsy. But it's just one of those things where it's like, there, thank you. And you hit the one that's been doing hypnosis the most. Cool. No, I'm sorry, Norbert. I'm sorry, buddy. I might honestly, I should probably just throw Celio out first. Or Luxray. Yeah, I'm just gonna put Luxray at the front of the party next time I reset. I dislike that a lot. The fact that like agile style doesn't always help. Think you found it but can't jump on this rock? Then there's something you're missing. Outside of a few like puzzles later in the game using Shine Spark, which you definitely don't have access to yet, everything in that game is easy to get to when you have the power-ups you're supposed to find. Not to say that it's like, oh, this game's easy, you should be able to beat it or something like that. Like, but like it's hard. It's supposed to be hard, but that's just like kind of a staple of Metroid games. Is the whole like, well, find it whole like mentality. Like that's just kind of how the games function. So, like, if you just can't jump on something, maybe you need to destroy that thing, or there's a back door to get to it or something. Found it but when someone is lost, dang. Why? What am I hitting with my, like... Granted, I guess that's fine. Why was I getting stuck on the hill? Hey, what's going on, Juan? Welcome to the stream, man. It's kind of funny how we can finally swim, but only for a few seconds before the player just yeets his or her life, even if they're touching the ground. Yeah, it's kind of bad. I guess we never learned how to swim. Yeah, I definitely just need to be using Luxray. There's no reason to not. Oh, come on. Why's it gotta be like this? Why's it gotta do this to me? Not joking, when you were 4, you just like go to the wall in the pool where you couldn't swim. Why would you? I guess like the answer to why would you do that is you were 4. But I do remember the time that like my mom and like one of her friends from the neighborhood when we were like really little were just hanging out at the pool. Like they were just sitting, like they were just hanging out at the pool because like neighborhood pool, public space. It wasn't really even like quite the time of year to really hang out at the pool. I think it was just kind of like, hey, it's like open, it's early spring, let's go hang out. I don't know the context for it. We might have just been going because like they're like, hey, I need something from you. I don't know, because I don't remember that part. I only remember the trauma, obviously. But we were just there, and like I remember I was not in like a swimming suit. We weren't planning on swimming. I was like 4 or 5, maybe. Honestly, probably like 3 or 4. So probably 4 and all of that. Like I'm old enough to remember it, but like I think I was also not in school, like at that point. So like I think it was around 4. I feel like I just remember like standing there and then just falling in, like not like running and falling or something, just like standing at the edge of the pool and then just like being like, oh, I have no balance, and just fell in. Can see 4-year-old Yoki just drowning like in Legends. Thinking about it when you were a kid, there was like 1 week where you were just afraid of numbers. That said how deep the pool was, but only if you were seeing them when you were underwater. I can kind of get that. Like, It's just telling you how deep it is. Okay, yeah, so now we need to, return to the village. Hey, Splash, what's going on? Final battle so hard. I haven't done it yet, don't say anything. I am very behind on this game. You're a weird kid. But like the thing is, I can almost see that, right? Like it's like this weird, like ominous warning. I didn't mean to stop there. I meant to go to Heights Camp. Did you see the sparkle sound from your game? I don't know. Did you? I'm gonna be jealous if you did, but you probably did. Because I just can't get lucky with shinies in this game to save my life. Alright, how was the best way to go up here? Oh, this is so much easier than cheesing it up that hill. Come on now. I don't know if it's faster, but it's definitely easier. Yeah, that's the way to do it. That's the way to do it without getting like frustratingly stuck on it. Driftlet? Yo, look at that Gyarados! Oh! Okay. Oh gosh. We didn't die. 1 in 2048, but still. That's awesome though. Your alpha hunts have started. Luckily you got 2 encounters for one of your targets and another for a different per reset. Hey, that's awesome. What happened? I was dumb. That's all I can say. I was dumb. I looked up at Gyarados, went, oh, that's cool, and just ran right off a cliff. Honestly, I might have been able to make the water. If I had, like, really just, like, gone in on that. Maybe this is better. Nope. Nah. Yeah, I went, oh hey Gyarados, right there. And just with no perspective on the path being over here. I just missed to the right a lot. Look at that, Gyarados dies. The thing is, I saw it again and went, oh no, that's probably a sign. Or how many of these are we encountering at once? 3. Found a shiny Zubat 2 days later. Hey, awesome. Congrats, dude. Do you see you drowned? So you had your sister and you just said hi to your mom like it was normal? What? I missed them. Oh, when you were at a public pool, your sister and your mom's friend, $3, your sister was drowning at the 12-foot area and just looked at your mom's friend and said... Nice. So casual about it. Was Gyarados flying at the waterfall? It was just like flying in the sky. I have no context for that. That's just what was happening, and then I just died. That's all I got. Man, but yeah, so my legs are dead right now. Like I said, like I mentioned earlier, I've been like trying to bike daily since the start of the new year. And at first it was terrible, it was awful, because I was like, oh, you know, I haven't biked in a while. And then I got a little bit easier, I was like, hey, you know, I've been biking a little bit. Like, yeah, it makes sense. And then I realized a lot of why it's been easier the past little bit is the like wheel has separated from the trainer some, so it like slides instead of like actually spinning stuff. Like instead of actually spinning the flywheel and like putting the weight on it. So I tightened it back up and it's back to feeling like day 2 or 3 now. Hey, Lord Explosion Murder, welcome to the stream. Do mass outbreaks have higher shiny odds? Significantly higher shiny odds. Base odds without charm and without like completed dex entry for a mass outbreak encounter is 1 in... Why is this hill so bad about where like the Pokemon go? But yeah, so mass outbreaks like have 1 in 158 odds just by default. It's kind of insane. And honestly, find it weird anyone see a Gyarados flying? Well, it can't learn fly. So you can recognize the shiny sound immediately. It's distinctive. Yeah, I will say it is fairly distinct. Come on. I'm absolutely throwing. You know where I'm throwing it. I must drown, kinda part 3. Having a part 3. Ooh, wow. Alpha Graveler. In a shallow place of the pool, you were floating. 3 or 4 floaties pushing underwater. Oh gosh, yeah. Yeah, I get that. Like when you try to go up and like there's something above you that you just aren't expecting. I feel that. Yeah, that's always a little bit spooky when it happens. Book of Arceus rules. Keep Yoki away from swimmable water. Is there non-swimmable water? Is Yoki allowed near water where you're not allowed to swim? Yes, you are allowed near water where you can't swim. That's good. Otherwise, you'd go thirsty if you weren't allowed near like any water. Okay. All right. Let's not die this time. Is this the best way to go up? Can I actually get up this way, or can I at least go around? Okay, I can at least go around, yeah. Yeah. Oh, Alpha Geodude, nice. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting trying to go for like all of the like going for an Alpha Dex of any kind. Like a living Alpha Dex or something. I think it'll be cool, but I don't think it'll take as much work as I expected it to, just given how often they seem to spawn. Like, you'll have to go for it at the same time you're doing other stuff, but I think you could pull it off fairly easily. If we just do 500 more encounters, we'll beat the same number of encounters it took for Paris. It's crazy that like the first Outbreak hunt I did, knowing what was up, I just completely ruined it. Or not ruined it, I just got super unlucky, right? Like 1 in 158 odds, and then the first one I do is like over 550. It's like, yeah, like the odds are good, but you're gonna go 3 times odds. Which I feel like is not how this is supposed to go. Can drink and shower, you're just not allowed to be near an area that might need swimming capabilities like the bathtub, pool, or large natural lake, sea, etc. That's good. We don't want Yoki getting too stinky. They're already stinky enough. Well, if you shrink yourself, then it becomes swimmable water, Yoki. Romans, TPI, you're back after 2 years. Welcome. How you been? How's life going? Oh, yeah, close that loophole up real fast. Okay, gonna disappear for another 2 years. Bye. See ya! I'll be waiting for you in 2024. Found 3 shiny Pokemon and only caught 2 of them. Ah, dang. Hey, it's over 50% success rate. That's not, like, terrible. I don't get the logic of, like, which Pokemon, like, stayed a battle. Because I thought it was proximity. I thought it was awareness, but it seems like that Pokemon looked right at me. It did not, like, start the battle. Bet. Is there another one? No? Okay, cool. Man, already a third of the way to odds. Evil robot spider. What? Is this a Metroid thing? Alright, let's head back to camp. Or to the village, not to camp. We're gonna have to head out to camp. Emmy, I see. You'll get it. You'll get it. You know what you're like looking for, right? Like as far as like the area you're going to. Also, guys, chat. You know what time it is. You know what time it is. It's crab rave time. I want to see the crab emotes in chat. As many as YouTube will allow. This is the best way to do that. Hope 5 crabs wasn't too much. I see it, Cinder, so I think it's good. Did we get all of them? Or a text or someone asked a girl out and she said, ask me a year later, legit waited a whole year. And they asked and she said a day too late. Oof. Oh, that would, yeah, that makes sense. I was standing too close. I see the banana birds in there. These one-on-one battles go so much faster. Please just let me keep getting these. Oh, I say that. I say that! Don't know how many of your crabs are seen? None, Juan, none. Like, legit, none of them. I really don't know why YouTube's, like, so terrible about that. But yeah, legit, I see a bunch from Yoki. One like, set of 5 from Cinder. And then Trainer Joker got 1 set in. Like, that's what I see. How many years? Yours went through, Yoki. I can just already tell you yours went through. If any didn't, it was because you were sending legit too many. I knew no survivors made it. I just don't get it. Like, let me deal with it, right? Like, I just make it a setting, like the shadow removing comments. It's like, let me go in there and say, like, I will literally accept, like, all of the bad comments as well. Please just, like, let these, like, at least show me everything. Let me decide if everything goes through. Be right back. Alright, see you in a bit, Yoki. Yeah, it just hides them from me, and it's real frustrating. Alright, there's 2 more, and then, so I'll head out. Next one, I'm gonna send 1 crab. Yeah, and like, that's just dumb though. Like, especially if it's just emojis, and it's just 1 emoji, right? Like, it's not like someone's sending like tons and tons and tons of emojis. They're sending 1. They're sending a crab, which happens every stream. You would think like something would happen and it would work. Shiny doof. Found another shiny? That's awesome, Cinder. Congrats. Yeah, I don't know. Call it Doofenshmirtz. Why? It's just a weasel. Thank you, Luxray. I just really don't want to be dealing with hypnosis and being drowsy. No. Yeah, sometimes the aiming in this game is a little bit questionable, like what it decides to assume you aimed at. Catching might be better than fighting. If it wasn't for the aggro weasels behind me, I might agree. There's just... I mean, we can try this. One. I mean, they're not going to immediately catch in a Pokeball, which is all I have right now. And they're the kind of Pokemon that aggro once you fail to catch them. So I'm going to end up in battles anyways, and I would probably be way more inclined to do the Pokeballs if I was doing this like off stream and I wasn't counting encounters. Since I'm counting encounters, it's a whole other deal where like I have to know it caught before I can like add it, and like I'm not that good at paying attention. I'll keep it real. Come on, that was a good throw. I'm close enough. So yeah, honestly, the thing is, fighting one-on-one, best solution here, I think. Because it's a one-shot, which takes like just as long as an encounter, or like as like the catching like sequence. Especially if you consider the fact that I'm not going to 100% catch rate them. It's kind of weird that everyone goes 2, 3, or 4 versus 1, and then you're the main player and doesn't think you're just sitting on a backup mod to help out. Right? Right? I guess maybe the idea is to discourage that kind of, like, attempt. Like, kind of a, hey, could you not? Like, try being sneaky, use our sneak mechanics so you only encounter one kind of, like, thing. Like, it's trying to kind of encourage that when really all it is me going, like, oh, now I get a battle 4. Heard you're complaining about how you didn't get any shinies and then gave you 2 that were that were neither full odds nor your target. It's like, here you go. You weren't specific enough. This is what you've asked for. Oh my gosh. Was that Alpha? That was an Alpha Magikarp. This is an Alpha Zubat, but you can't tell because it doesn't have eyes! That's amazing! That's actually kind of hilarious. He's on to phase 3. I'm jealous. Like, I'm just jealous of the shinies. Anybody games with gold points? What do you mean? What are gold points? A vital question I have to ask to even attempt to answer. On Fiend Shop? What? What's amazing about Alpha Zubat? Like, it makes total sense. It's hilarious, though. That, like, you can't tell if the Zubat's an Alpha Zubat unless you really pay attention to the size of it. The game's just mocking you. Here are all these shinies that you don't care, that you don't, like, not don't care as much about. That sounds mean. But, like, or like salty on my part, which it's not. It's just like, here's all these shinies that you don't necessarily go for. It's not what you're going for right now, really, right? Like, that's kind of what it is. Honestly, might empty out another space in my satchel just to get that notification to go away. Even though I literally won't be able to keep any of them. Oh, another one spawned. It spawned over there, though. Cool. In the eShop, they're like these gold point things. Oh yeah, I have no clue what those are for. You like them, but you just want your fox. Fair enough. Oh gosh. God, I have 100 legs left for an animal. What species is it? Snake? Can't wait for your legs, centipede. I'll take your entire stock. No, that was with the millipede. He'll take your entire sock. Now you have no need for feet. The socks are mine. Where dog's man's best friend? I don't know. I'm assuming this is like a setup for a joke. I don't know. So you're talking the profile pictures? I believe those are. I believe that is either one of Juan's dogs or one of Juan's dog's puppies. One of the two. The grand baby puppy, yeah. Alright. No alpha weasel. Good. Yo! Let's go, guys! Shiny Zubat! Let's go! Let's freaking go! Shiny hype. Shiny freaking hype, guys! Yes! And we caught it. There we go. There we go. Now here's what I want to try. I'm gonna run. Yeah, I don't care. Run away. Shiny hype, heck yeah. Yeah. So we're gonna save progress, and we're gonna get far enough away. I'm actually just gonna go ahead over here and grab this wisp, because I need this wisp. Whoa, that was almost bad. I almost missed the landing. So I'm just gonna get this wisp because it's out of the way and I'm not visible by anyone. So what I can do is save again, just because I got the wisp. Because I hit the wrong button, to be completely honest. Fly back to Heights Camp. Save at Heights Camp. I want to see if this works, because it didn't feel like it worked with Wurmple. Yeah, it just really didn't feel like it worked with Wurmple. Yeah. Cool. Oh, I gotta... There we go. No way! Oh, that's brutal right there. If they have forms, you have to find the shiny of each form. That's brutal. I like it, but it's brutal. Alright, yeah, so we're gonna save again. I didn't want to do that. So, like, the 5th time me saving thinking it's the last save. And just looking, congrats, thanks, Cam, I appreciate it. Alright, so we're gonna return to Village. See if this is still like a thing. I think we can keep going, right? Like, we'll reset the counter to 0. But I think we can do this again. I think it's like a new outbreak or something. I don't know. Weirdness. What do I need to do? Oh, I just closed my stream. I didn't close stream. No, don't open Skyrim. Come on. I hate when windows bounce around like that and like load and like refocus on themselves. Like I was just trying to open OBS again and like Steam popped back up over like any of my taskbar things and like took my taskbar away and I clicked on Skyrim, which I did not want to be launching Skyrim midstream. Shiny Zubat's your buddy. Fastest full odds hunt. Noise. Yeah, so we're gonna save here. And then I assume, yeah, it's still in the same spot. So I'm assuming we can keep this going, right? It didn't feel like we could with Wurmple, but I think Wurmple was just, like, bad luck. So we'll see, we'll see. This could be horrific. This could not work at all. Which is fair. It almost feels a little OP if this keeps working. Hey, back, what's going on? Welcome, welcome. Shiny Zubat was your first shiny? Hey, that's awesome. Boss Pokemon battles were easy, but the trainer battles are rough. Honestly, I kinda agree there. Like, yeah, oddly, like, well, because the boss battles aren't traditional Pokemon battles. In a lot of ways, like the idea is you're supposed to be able to take it down fairly quickly. Like if you're anywhere near the right level, I don't think the battle's supposed to be balanced. The actual Pokemon battling in the boss fights, I think, is supposed to be fairly one-sided in your favor. Just because of how it's set up. I think it ends up like being a bit more balanced in your favor. Because the challenge, I think, comes from dodging and getting the Pokemon to stagger to start the Pokemon battle. Like, that's kind of the idea, I think. Another Alpha Zubat. I still think that's hilarious. You were dummy over leveled for Lilligant. Yeah, like Lilligant wasn't bad. I think I just goofed a couple times during the actual battles and lost some like important Pokemon. It was just not set up for it. So I think I ended up doing the second half of Lilligant's health bar without throwing a Pokemon out, like just solely with bombs. And then Arcanine, I horrifically messed up Arcanine. And like, I horrifically messed up the setup going into Arcanine. And my remedy was to never throw out a Pokemon, because I would have lost instantly. Never use Pokemon to battle the bosses, just you versus them only. It's a fun challenge, I feel, because, like, obviously battling with your Pokemon makes it easier to just, like, throw a bunch of bombs all at once. Oh! I didn't realize I was still in battle. One shot with Murkrow, and I was like, oh, easy, it's done, but nope. Oh, yeah. Luxray, what are you doing? Some of these throws have just not worked for me. Anything else over here? I want to make sure. Okay, yes, so we got 2 more there. Cool. Alright, still functional. I think this is still functional. The stream's not, though. The stream's dead. Are we back? Sorry about that. I think my internet, like, cut out for a second there or something. Apologies for that, guys. It's okay, yeah. Fortunately, it's not like a shiny showed up at that moment or anything. But yeah, what I was saying is, fortunately, it seems like the chain still works. Or not the chain, the Outbreak still works. I think it was just really funky with Wurmple, and we just happened to get, like, a pretty standard Outbreak for the first Outbreak. And after finding the Wurmple, it was just much smaller. So yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't think we're seeing the same Outbreak anymore, right? I don't think we should be. The one thing that makes me go, is the fact that the Outbreak is exactly 1 smaller, and all we did was catch 1 Pokemon. Wurmple didn't like me. Nah, but a lot of Wurmple's problems were also that I was doing the chaining wrong for the first, like, 2 days of Wurmple. So we'll see. We'll see if this is right. If we get an alpha in here, I might be a little bit more suspect of this and just, like I might be just a little bit more suspicious. And, yeah, do something to change things up. Like, it might just be a matter of like resetting, just resetting the outbreaks until we get a different Pokemon as the outbreak, so we know it's a new one. I think your character's really drunk right now. Oh no. Said this new game tab where you can throw your Pokemon in the stable and interact with the Pokemon in the stable. Oh, that's really cool. That's a nice little touch. Oh, that's perfect right there. I get to go twice, which means I don't get hit. This whole screen was a lie. I don't know how I feel about that. I didn't mean to use Iron Tail, oh well. It's like I thought I had set it up so that I was just gonna get 2 turns in a row, and it's like, oh no, the other guy still gets to go, and it's like, that doesn't make any sense. Oh well. Oh well. Excuse me. Yeah, this guy Wurmple and evolved into a Cascoon, and he said, I can't wait for it to evolve into Beautifly. And you're like, Okay, so that is like, the Wurmple is still random, but they have the voice lines to go either way. Cool. Because mine's gonna become a Dustox. Or no, mine's gonna become a Beautifly. I think. No, never mind. We have the same thing. Yeah, mine's going to become a Dustox, and he's like, oh, I can't wait to get a Beautifly. So maybe it is scripted. He's about to learn something, yeah. Man, I really do like kind of I do like the concept that this game brings of like just the time that you end up in the game where it's like no one knows what's going on, or like no one knows anything about Pokemon, and it makes sense as to why. So it kind of makes sense that you as a 15-year-old like is somehow the most competent person in the region, because you like it's like showing, like, it'd be like taking a smartphone back, you know, even just like 30 years, right? And like showing someone it and being like, look at this technology. You know, it's like, I've grown up with this, and you know, versus someone else, and like just the difference, right? Like that's effectively what it is. Same kind of concept where it's like, you know, your character's just grown up with Pokemon. Your Pokemon's just normal thing. Okay, so we are actually getting new outbreaks. Cool, so I'm fine with resetting that then. Yeah, seeing that Mime Jr. has actually restored confidence in me that this chain, or that this outbreak, I'm going to keep saying chain because I'm so used to Shiny Hunting Methods being chain related, SOS, or Poke Radar, or Catch Combo. All these things are fairly chain based. So like to me it feels like it should be a chain, but there's no chain here. The most that there is a chain is like a chaining outbreak after outbreak. Maybe I'm tired, guys. I don't know. I had to hit the up button on the controller to, you know, save, as I've been doing for the last hour. And more than that, and all the other time I played this game. I hit the up button on my, like, Stream Deck for counting. Love Melobytes because they make AI that turn images into music, and that's pretty good stuff. That's kind of cool. That's a cool concept. I gotta fight all of them. I think I'm gonna fight all of them. Nope, only 3. No one asks the player's parents are worried about their child just missing. Arceus full knows what he's doing and probably won't send them back because we changed way too much of the past. I don't know, maybe we're supposed to be here. I don't know. I don't know, I have no clue what happens beyond the Arcanine stuff. Don't know what to make for dinner. I'm also kind of trying to think of that. I had a quick snack before stream, but aside from that, I haven't had anything since lunch. So like, I needed dinner, right? But like, I didn't have time to make anything before stream, and now I'm in a situation where it's like, I've probably eaten out more than I should already this week, but I kind of want to order a pizza, and all of my dishes are dirty. And now, and then it gets into that like kind of situation where it's like, I'm hungry enough. I would make something, but like I'm so hungry that I don't want to like wait for my dishwasher to run after stream. You know, these are the real problems in life. Have ube mochi pancake mix, or you're gonna make some? So you're gonna make that? Hey, go for it. That sounds good. Make the entire stream pancakes? I do need that, yes. You have to make enough to share with the class. For a waffle maker? Ooh. Oh, I have a waffle maker too. I forget I have one. I never have any batter for it. So like, I don't use it much. Like straight up, I have a waffle maker. I've had a waffle maker for like 2 years now. I never have like the batter to use it. I always forget I have it, so I never buy any of the batter to use it. Making waffles now. Ayy. Alright, yeah. Yeah, so this Outbreak is 12. So I can just reset at like 10 and add 2. Don't make waffles, make pancakes, not waffles. Don't listen to Yoki. Waffles are superior to pancakes every single day. Need to go to Weenie Hut Jr. Not Weenie Hut Senior? Are we not cool enough for that? Hey, what's going on, Chozo? But making bacon pancakes? But waffles are just so good, man. I hope you're doing well, Chozo. Did not mean to hit that button. Trying to read chat and steer this deer at the same time. And not die again. That's the big one. Don't fall off a cliff again. Hopefully my reset saved my items. I just didn't want to. I didn't want to lose those. Not that I really particularly needed them, but I don't want to lose them. All of them at once. Come on. Nico wouldn't like what we just said. They would cry because they're 8. Well, if they don't like waffles, they can cry because waffles are superior to pancakes. Am I gonna go for the Shine Charm? Yeah. I mean, I'm planning on going for like completion of the decks because that's kind of the whole idea with this game. And as soon as you've done that, you have the shiny charm at that point. So this game focuses way more on the kind of stuff that leads to getting it. So I'm planning on doing it. The dex is way smaller than the dex in BDSP, so it should be. I don't want to say it'll be easier because like with BDSP, I just catch the Pokemon, I'm done, I move on. So maybe not like super easy, but I do plan on doing it. We'll see. The real challenge is going to be going for not for a level 10, but for a perfected dex entry on everything. Level 10's not terrible. Catch the Pokemon a couple times, put it in battle a few times. You're going to see it use a move, you're going to evolve it. Like, you'll get all the dex entries, I think, relatively easily. Like, as far as getting them to completion. It's going to be doing the more obscure tasks. Like, for me, it took a long time to do the Buizel catch 7 large ones, because I think like only 2 or 3 of the non-alphas I saw were large, so I just had to wait for a bunch of alphas. So we'll see on the shiny charm. Honestly though, like, it's a weird situation, because usually the shiny charm's like at least relatively effective, you know, even on the methods, even like when methods get to their max boost, like the shiny charm still does, like, you know, drops from like 250 to 200 or something like that, but now it does like nothing. It basically does nothing now. So like there's really not much of a need for it. So like, I don't know if it's worth it. I genuinely don't know if it's worth it to go for the charm. I think it's one of those things that's going to happen. Just catch everything you see, and most things go to 10. If not, you fight them. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're gonna catch a few. You're gonna accidentally knock out a few. Some are gonna run away. They're gonna use moves. You're gonna see the stuff that completes the decks. That they made it intentionally like easy, right? Like they just want you to interact with the Pokemon. They want you to do something more than catch it, move on, and forget that you know. I'm not gonna say Buizel because it's one I've been talking about, but I know it's not like a forgettable Pokemon. Like, yeah, they don't want you to just like catch Mime Jr. and move on and like never think about it again. They want you to do a little bit more than that. If you want to hunt alphas, it's a big boost. The shiny charm is, or just doing outbreaks. Or no, getting the level 10 of the dex is the big boost, isn't it? Oh, come on. Don't be like that. Show me outbreaks. That'll fix the problem, Juan. That's the solution. Perfect X makes it 1 in 1,000-ish. Charms is now like 1 in 500. Then do whatever math for the alpha chance. So are you not doing outbreaks to get the alphas? Oh, you know, you're doing like the static alpha encounters, aren't you? That's fair. That's fair then. Yeah. So if you're doing static encounters for alphas, so you're not able to like use outbreaks, that makes a lot more sense. It just doesn't make a lot of sense if you're doing outbreaks, which I'm not a full odds hunter. I hunt things as efficiently as I can, so like I will go for that little boost of the shiny charm, but it really is just such a little boost in comparison to just doing the outbreaks. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff. There's still a lot of stuff for me to do. I beat the game. So like, it's not like I'm not going to be playing it outside of shiny hunting or anything yet. So I do like catching the Pokemon that I'm going to hunt before I hunt them. That's just something that I've always preferred to do. All right, everything's here. Is that just one or is that two? Just one. Cool. Hopefully those other three have dispersed enough that I'll actually just be able to encounter things, or just be able to encounter one over and over again. They're kind of doing it. I'm probably gonna get both of these. No, I only got one. Cool. I'm gonna get that other one to slightly to the right and then behind this one next. There's no way I don't. Yeah. Yeah, I was already in the process of alerting to me, wasn't it? Yeah. I'm guessing maybe one more is going to spawn in, or the other two just took off to the side. Is there only one more? I feel like there should be a second one around here. Yeah, there's two, yeah. That lines up. I was like, we should be getting the 60 off this one. And we did. Alright, yeah, so I'm glad we got that other Alpha Zubat in this. It confirms to me that you can just keep going off of the same outbreak after finding a shiny of it. So that makes living dex hunting that much easier. In the sense of, like, I don't have to find another Zubat outbreak. I can use this Zubat outbreak with no problem. Post your profile picture pepperoni on Discord. Nice. Nice. Let's see. Did you at me with the picture, or did someone else at me? Ah. Oh, I got added because someone else. Hey, aw. They're so small. They're so fluffy. Then one. They're so fluffy in that picture. So I had like a mention in this server. I was like, I feel like I don't usually get mentioned a whole lot, but it was someone agreeing with me that light mode is a valid way to use Discord. Wish you had Discord. Well, if you ever do get one, you know what, if you're ever able to get one and allowed to have one, would love to have you in the server. Very based. So about the light mode thing. Cause yeah, I don't know. I think I'm just like, I don't know. I might be alone in this. I just might straight up be alone in this. But for me, on my PC and on my iPad, which is effectively my laptop, I use light mode, and then on my phone I use dark mode. And I think that kind of, I feel like that covers the argument of, oh, but it's so bright, like at night. I'm on my phone at night. My phone's dark mode. My computer's not dark mode. I have lights on in here, because that's like better for your eyes. And like, if I was going to complain about a light, if I was going to complain about bright lights, I mean, just straight up, like, that light, I have one that I stare into for this stream. I'm used to bright lights. Like I've become accustomed to just staring into a bright white light for hours. So yeah, that doesn't bother me. I will say that I maybe use dark mode for battery saving. That's right. If you have an OLED phone, then yeah, that makes sense. I don't know if any phones still use this, but I know that there are some types of LCD screens where it's actually it's less energy efficient to use black, like to use dark modes, than it is to use, oh, come on, are we fighting all four again? And Luxray's in rough condition, nice. But yeah, it's more like inefficient to use a dark mode on some screens than light mode, because the way the LCD works is like it uses power to make the pixel black instead of using power to make the pixel white. One second. Let's start Celio. Hey, Vanny. Haven't seen you in a while. Hypnosis is the bane of my existence right now. We're about to lose a second good Pokemon to this. Yeah, I don't even have to battle the next set unless there is a shiny in it. Because all four will spawn in, and then we just look at them. Yeah, cool. Again, your swaddle line isn't allowed in another game. No. I mean, it makes sense for it not to. I guess it makes sense for it not to be in BDSP. It not being in Hisui, like it not being in Legends, also could be argued to make sense, but at the same time, also could be argued to not. Also, I need to look at this control. Hold on 1 second. I want to see if this is like... Oh my gosh. I think like... Oh wow, that really is the case. I think like every surface in my office here is covered in a fine black powder that is like the rubber from the wheels on my bike. Like I noticed on this like red PS4 controller, there's like black speckles and like they wiped off, so like it wasn't a texture. And then I just like ran my hand along my desk. Is it over here too? Nah, it's mostly on this side, isn't it? Oh yeah, no, that's the thing. This is gross, but like, look at that. Like, I just wiped that off my desk, and that's just like rubber. Like the shininess plays over the noises in the game, makes it hard to miss. Yeah, it's nice. Hold on, I just saved, so we're good. I almost reset the Outbreak twice for no reason. Yeah, like I bring my Roomba in here while I stream, or what? Not while I stream. Like after I finish biking, like while I'm showering. So it gets all like the rubber off the floor because I've seen it on the floor, but I never even thought that it would like end up on my desk. But it makes sense. My bike, basically, I put my bike like right here, and see that back tire is spitting it off everywhere. So yeah, it makes sense. Is that an Alpha Zubat? It is an Alpha Zubat, isn't it? Let me move! I'm trying to get away. I'm not being irresponsible, I promise. Seventh gym in Kanto? Do you not know? Do you bike to places a lot? No. I bike right here. I don't bike anywhere else right now. It's cold, and I know how people drive on the one road that I could use to get places, and I don't want to be a bike on that road, so... yeah, it's not really, like, bike-friendly here. So, there's some bike paths, like some bike trails I can go to that I'd, like, load my bike up on my car and take it to, but... It's cold right now. It still gets dark by the time I'd really be able to finish riding over there. So it's more of like a summer thing. Yeah, that's fair, yeah. Yeah, there's like one kind of like windy back road that I have to take that people just like fly down. It's like, I'm not gonna be a bike on a road where people are coming over a hill at like 60. So, so yeah. For my own, like, my own sense of self-preservation stops me from doing that. You lost? Oh no! You'll find. What game are you playing, Yuki? Are you playing Let's Go? My question to you then would be like, what's the one what's like a place on the map you haven't been? Yeah, Cinnabar. Yeah, yeah. I'll see if they figure it out, but yeah. Are we buffering? YouTube's giving me a big yellow error saying it's buffering. Might rest your Let's Go save. So you don't really mind doing it? Or reset? No, I mean, you're almost there. You're almost done if you're on the 7th gym. Might finish it. Oh, come on. No, don't just pick up a flower. Throw it the Pokemon. We're here to battle. Buffering every now and then. Yeah, I've definitely dropped some frames, which stinks. I know, like, earlier my internet just cut out, which sucked. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. It's like, I just want to make it another 30 minutes. That's all I ask. As your Pikachu at level 53 and all your other Pokemon 20 levels lower, are you only using Pikachu? Because XP share doesn't give everything an equal amount of XP. Rip internet. Like, I don't know. It's weird. It's weird because, like, the issues I have with the internet, I don't think are my computer. But whatever it's doing, like, it's quick enough that, like, my router doesn't freak out and think that it doesn't have internet. Like, whatever it is, it happens quickly enough that I don't notice it. Like, I don't immediately notice it. Or none. Words. Words are hard right now, I guess. Nah, like, I can't, like, even if I immediately notice that my computer's lost internet, I can't confirm that anything's happened, because most of the time that, like, it's like my computer loses internet just long enough for it to have to reset, like it's like internet connection. So by the time I've like gone over my router, the router's fine. Words, packet loss, yeah. I don't know, but the thing is, like, so I'm not sure where in the process it is, because again, like, it's resolved itself by the time I stand up and walk out that door. And the only thing it's doing then is the computer itself is just, the desktop's reconnecting. You know, Windows is getting itself all situated again. So yeah, like, I don't know there. So, like, I don't know, is it, like, the cable between my router and my computer? Or is it, like, actually the internet going out? Like, ISP problems? Is it my router? My router's from, like, 2013, I think. Like, it's an older router now. It's old enough that, like, a lot of the fancy features on it don't actually have support documentation anymore. I learned that when I tried to set up some stuff on it. Almost every single, like, official help page 404'd on me. Windows is whack. Indeed. But DirectX is a thing. So you kind of have to use it. I'd be a happy camper tinkering with a Linux, like, daily computer. But I don't think Proton's quite there yet for me. Hey, what's going on, Stone family? Hope you're doing well. Thank you. I hope you're doing well, too. I'm doing all right. Excited for the weekend. That's funny. That, like, all the pages... So, yeah. So, like, the router has an eSATA/USB port on the back of it, which is fantastic. I love that. Because it means I can, like... Basically, for network storage, I just have a USB drive plugged into the back of my router. And I was trying to... This might end up getting very nerdy and complex, and if it goes over everyone's head, I'm sorry. I was trying to, like, mount the... So, like, when you put it in, it sets up a Samba server, which is already, like, kind of a question mark. Why are you doing it that way? Don't get the flower, Luxray! No one cares about the Drifloon flower. Just battle the Zubats! Come on! They're all, like, hanging up on me. Yeah, so it sets up a Samba server, which already is kind of like a question mark, but it's, like, just mounted as a network drive. There's no need to, like, be a Samba server, but I guess it's because most people use Windows, make it work easily with Windows. The only piece of support documentation I found for... It wasn't even support documentation. It was, in the routers, like, in the media server that the router sets up, in that server's UI, when you can select the version of Windows your computer is running, it only goes up to 7. So you can see, it's old. It's old. And when I did find some documents online, because I was just trying to get like some Raspberry Pis to connect to it, so like I can access the Raspberry Pi and then access the like drive that way and use it as a drive and not just like a, you know, video media drive. When I was trying to mount the drive to it, I was running into errors where the like software was like, bro, I don't know what to do. And all the documentation online is like, oh yeah, some older ones, like it defaults to version 3 of the service. So you just have to like force version 2 in like the options when you like set everything. I'm like, okay, same issue. Couldn't figure it out. Eventually I was like, what if I try version 1? That was it. It's so old that like the oh yeah, it's old thing is newer than... What is happening with that? Kali Linux OP, yeah. Yeah, I daily drive Kali. Every night when I turn off my computer, everything resets. When I start up in the morning, I have to download all my programs again. You know. 7? Yeah. Again, this router is from like 2013. Like, and then like this is some other third-party software that is on the router, so I doubt that gets updated along with the firmware updates. I still do get security firmware updates. Linksys is reasonable enough with that. Like I do occasionally notice like a firmware difference that also coincides with like all of my devices at like 3 in the morning being like, yo, what the heck? Like, what is going on? So, like, I do get firmware updates. The router's not insecure or anything. They just didn't update the, like, media server, which I get, because that's not, like... If you're running a router and you're, like, complaining that, like, the media server on it's broken so you don't have access to your network storage and your router is almost 10 years old, maybe it's time for a new router. I'd love to get a UDM Pro as like a router and then get just like an access point to put somewhere, but money. My router works fine. Its throughput is more than its like maximum throughput is more than I pay my ISP for. So I'm never gonna like max out the route. The router's never a bottleneck outside of maybe like device to device transfers, but honestly, even those aren't really that bad. Had a ticket sent to you with someone looking for a service account password for a Windows 7 machine. Oof. Luxury's flower pick. Ian's become confused. Yeah, so I mean, like, it's an old Linksys, like, WRT 1900 AC. It was basically the successor to the old school Linksys Blue router, that old WRT router that like everyone had in like the early 2000s. Because if you want to know something real funky, we're talking about a 10-year-old router now. When, like, a 10-year-old router still had gigabit ports on it. That's one thing, right? I have gigabit ports on my router. It has external storage. It has, like, a proper management portal. You know, the OpenVPN service on it still works. Like all this stuff's there. There's a ton of stuff on it that I use. I use pretty much every feature on that router regularly, outside of, like, device prioritization. I have no need for that. If I'm using a device, it's the one device I'm looking at, outside of maybe my phone. Like, I might be looking at one thing in my phone. And so, like, the only thing really pulling hard is one device at a time. So there's no need to prioritize, right? Like, there's not a smart TV... There's not a smart TV that people are using running Netflix all... No! Yeah, there's not like a TV running Netflix while I'm trying to game and I need to prioritize that or anything. So I don't use like those kind of settings, but like constantly constantly using all the other stuff on it, and it all still works. But, at least I think it was 2013. Maybe, like, that device, like, a 2014, 2015. I don't know. I was in high school. I graduated from college in 2019. So, like, it's old. It's an old router. It's between, like, 7 and 10 years old, that model. But yeah, so the router we had before that was that old school Linksys Blue router that was from, like, 2002. We had that until we bought, like, as a family, we bought the new router, the one that I use now, because eventually my mom just went with the like ISP provided one, because they're like, oh, your, like, modem's old, so, like, you gotta upgrade this, but we're gonna give you this all in one box now, and all that crap. And now so they could get a rental fee off it and crud like that. So that one wasn't being used, so I took it to my college apartment and used it, because it was, at that point, we'd only had it for like 3 years, and like 2 of those years it wasn't used. But anyways, we had that old school router. It didn't even have an N band on it. It did not have 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi. It was just 2.4. So in whenever we bought it, like my junior or senior year of high school, when we bought the new one. We bought the new one after I noticed and was just frustrated with and kind of pointed out, hey, we were getting, like, if I ran speed tests, we would average 0.5 megabits per second, with, like, the highest number I saw at any point being 2. We paid for, like, 30. 22 years alive, you now have grandkids, they're gonna have kids making a great grandpa. 22 in March. Yeah, dogs are a bit different like that. 0.5. Yeah. Again, this is like, this router only had B and G bands. Like, it did not have an N band on it. It was only 2.4 gigahertz. So every modern device, like, at the time I had a Galaxy Note 3. It's like trying to pick up these Chesto berries. That's what it's doing. But yeah, so that was awful. No N band. Again, this router was from before that, right? Like, it wasn't like a cheapo router. It was a solid router in the early 2000s, and we were in the mid 2010s. Technology had progressed. It's like how right now I don't have Wi-Fi 6, right? Like, I have, fortunately for me, fortunately at least, the router I have now is one of the first routers to have AC, like to have the AC stuff. So, like, it works. It's like that all works well. That's not a problem for me. You know, like, it doesn't have Wi-Fi 6. Big whoop. It doesn't have 2.5 gigabit per second, like, LAN ports. I don't care. I don't use that. If I got a new one, yeah, I'd get stuff that has it. I'd get the top of the line thing I can get right now. But, like, it was the top of the line when we got it, so it's held up fairly well, at least. And it works for me now. But yeah, it could just be dying. Honestly, I'm waiting for the fan to just go out in the thing. It's stuffed in my literal network closet. Like, there's a closet in my hallway that's... The closest thing I can consider it to would be a pantry. But it's in my hallway and not near my kitchen relative to the size of the house. So I didn't have a lot for it except for storage. So I just ran all my Ethernet down, like, under the baseboards. Or under the, like... Yeah, under the baseboards. Like, to my office from the coax on one side of the house. Like, put the modem behind the couch and just ran Ethernet from the modem into this closet, and then another one from my office to that closet, and just set stuff up in there. Literally in the closet, this, like, router's set up. Probably just suffocating, along with a Proxmox server on an old Lenovo laptop. fun times. The best part of it is it's all powered off a light bulb socket. Because there's no wall outlets in that closet. Ultimately, it's the same electricity, it's the same wiring, it's the same voltage and amperage. It's just a light bulb socket. It just looks sketch. Modem's under your couch. Behind my couch? So, like, my couch is like 2 or 3 inches away from the wall, and my modem's just behind that. It's got enough room that it's kind of turned and it can get a little bit of airflow. It really doesn't, but I have no other choice. The coax cable sticks up right through like the middle of the floor in that room. Like it doesn't even come through the wall. It's literally like someone drilled a hole through the floor and ran the coax up from the crawl space. That one I can't do anything about. Yo, David Squad, welcome to the stream, and Mayu, welcome as well. Is anyone using our saloon hat? Seems like Beck is. Yeah, well. How are you liking the game so far? I've been really enjoying it. I still need to beat the game. I haven't beaten it yet. But I've been enjoying it. It's been really fun. I've enjoyed it more than I thought I would. I was really nervous that like this was just gonna feel like every other standard RPG, which I think it kind of does, but they do it well and it's Pokemon, so I enjoy it. Yeah, Beck, I'll have to post a picture of my like literal network closet in Discord after the stream, because like I have this office that's all set up nice, and while it's not wired quite how I want it, I at least feel bad about the wiring in here. Because I love when I can get my cable management to a point where you literally can't see anything. Outside of stuff that like straight up has to like stick up, right? Like things have to go down to outlets or things have to go into plug strips. But outside of that, like everything's like perfectly hidden. I love that. I don't care in this closet. I haven't gotten it, but you're happy watching other people play, if that makes any sense. Hey, I get that. I get that. There's several games that I just like watch and never like intend to buy. They're good spectator games. I think that's definitely like a thing. Also, we're already further along in this Zubat hunt than our first Zubat hunt tonight. Cable management's questionable. Mine's not fantastic right now. The problem is I have too many cables. I don't think I've actually posted my my setup. I don't think I've posted like my currently finished setup on Discord. At least not in my Discord. I haven't posted it. I'll just put the whole setup in there. But yeah, my problem right now is legit just there are too many cables to hide with how open my like setup is. And there's too many cables to try to pass through in certain places. I have, like, an idea for where I can tuck most of the cables, but, like, I have 4 monitors. I have to run power and display for each of them. So that's 8 cables right there. Plus, 3 of the monitors are USB hubs, so I have 3 more cables for those. So that comes out to, like, what? Like, 11 cables just from like the monitors, that because my monitors kind of float, I'll have to go down the same like cable management pipe, which is tight, and I actually kind of like shaved one of the like rubber housings on a cable, shoving it through the hole. Fun. And so like there's a lot of that. Alright, yeah. Cables are managed, but it's like a bad restaurant manager. Hey, I mean, honestly, like, I feel like as long as you can tell effort was put into it, it's alright. But yeah, so like, my desks are the super basic every content creator IKEA desk. Just 2 of them shoved together. If you want to see, like, effectively exactly what it is right now before I post a picture, it is Jay's 2 cents desk from when he redid his setup in 2020. With black drawers instead of white. straight up, same thing. Only difference aside from that is he got his like desktops, like the like countertops he used from IKEA. I could not. They didn't have them, so I bought the same exact thing from Home Depot, unfinished, and finished it myself. That's all the differences. I tried to stain it the same too. Like, it's effectively the same desk. So it's really open, because it's just like the IKEA Alex drawers and a Carlby top, effectively. So there's nowhere in the center of the desk to hide cables. I had it managed decently well at the apartment when I only had one, and when like things were a little bit more... less stuff, really is what it is. When there was less stuff, it was easier, but it's gotten a lot more unwieldy. I have 4 plug strips under the desk that I think almost every single plug is used on, so trying to run those cables is hard. Today people were going crazy that GTA 6 was confirmed. I guess Rockstar said there might be a new title coming, but don't know, you don't care for Rockstar games. I'd be surprised if there was never another GTA. I think, obviously, I think GTA 6 has been delayed significantly because GTA Online is so successful still. But I do think that eventually, Rockstar is also aware of this, I would imagine. Eventually, Online will fade if they don't have a new game, like, to draw people back, right? Like, I don't... Yeah, it's like people like me, like, played Online a bunch. I've played it a couple times when various updates have come out, but I don't play it anymore. Do you plan to catch every Pokemon and complete it? Yeah. So I definitely want to get the Shiny Charm, complete the Pokedex. I would also really like to perfect every entry in the Dex. I think that'd be really cool. And then another goal on top of that is to catch every Pokemon as a Shiny. I don't know if I'll go for every gender form as Shiny, because that is a thing that affects like your Dex, actually. Is like when choosing which color you want to show, if a Pokemon has gender forms and you find a male Shiny, you can't see the female Shiny in your Dex until you find a female Shiny. But yeah, so I think currently my desk has wired up. I have the monitors, I have a key light over here, I have my cameras, HDMI, and power. I have, yeah, the 11 cables I mentioned with the monitors and stuff. I have 2 3DS chargers, a USB... Oh gosh, I am flubbing this hard, aren't I? Stop picking that stuff up! Don't let me die! Luxray, just enter battle so I'm safe. Yeah, and then I got, like, you know, keyboard and mouse cables. I got, like, my amp plugged in, cables for that. Phone chargers, tablet chargers, 2 switches, laptop charger for work laptop, 2 GameCubes, the 3D printer, TV, all that stuff. It's like, there's a lot of wires to manage, and they're not managed well right now. I am ashamed. I am ashamed of everything under the desk. Above the desk seems aight to me, for the most part. I thought you had a lot. It's been a long time setting this desk up. Parts of this setup go back to like 2014, or not 2014, to 2015. I think it's like I think the oldest things on this desk. Yeah, looking around. The things on this desk that I've owned the longest, outside of my GBA sitting on my desk, which is just sitting on my desk because I didn't have anywhere else to put it. As far as like computer things I use regularly, I think my my keyboard and mouse are the 2 oldest things, and I got those in 2015. Everything else has been slowly replaced and upgraded over time. I actually did replace the mouse in the very end of 2019. But that one died, so I had to go back to this one. And then Keyboard I've tried to replace, but the replacement I got for it just didn't fit right, so I haven't used it. Just found an EV Outbreak and forgot to save. Oh no, David! I mean, what you can do, David, is if you find the EV Outbreak, you can save now. What you can do is you can actually save now. And, oh gosh, my music stopped. My music stopped. No. We'll go from here for like the last couple minutes, last 2 minutes. Yeah, so if you save now, you can return to the village and then like try to come back. And there's like a 70% chance the Outbreak is still there. If it isn't, just reset your game again without saving or anything, and it should be there. Bored of all the cutscenes, gonna play Deltarune, fair enough. Alright guys, we're gonna give this one last shot. One last shot today. But hey, we actually found a shiny today. I'm happy for that. It's been a while since we've actually like found the shiny on stream. Or it's been a while since we found like a shiny in a single stream. You know, Drifloon and BDSP. Still haven't found it. I think Weasel took multiple streams. Paris and Wurmple both took multiple streams. Gonna be silent playing your game right now. That's all good, Maya. That's all good. Yeah, like I said, I will be... come on, I don't... If I'm throwing towards a Pokemon, recognize that, please? But yeah, so I'll be trying this last set of encounters out here. We got probably like 5 more Zubat to show up after these ones. So basically like the ones that'll show up after this and then one more. Yeah, so realistically, I might only knock out like 2 of these. Oh, I will only knock out 2 of these. There are only 2 of them. Oh, are we getting raided? Never mind, we're gonna keep going then. Hey, what's going on? Raiders, Puffin, Gamer, Noah. Welcome to the stream, guys. Amari, Bella, Raid Hype, guys. Welcome to the stream, guys. Puffin, Raid, 3D, Tyrant, welcome, welcome. Raid Hype, heck yeah. Yeah, welcome everybody. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope Puffin's stream went well. What was he going for? Was he just doing Outbreak stuff as well? Yo, Hannah, welcome to the stream. Heck yeah, Raid Hype, guys. Yo, Verzian, welcome, welcome. We got 4 shinies. That is incredible. I am jealous. Let's see, do I have more? Ah, yeah, there we go. There we go. So I knew there was another one out there. I didn't want to, like, close out until I had seen that 12th one. Musical singing. Daniel, welcome. That's crazy. Alpha Rome, welcome to the stream. Yeah, 4 shinies. What were they? Outbreaks. Yo, what's going on, Puff? And congrats on the shinies, dude. And thank you for the raid. Thank you for the raid, man. I really appreciate it. Also, everyone from my stream who was here before the raid, if you don't know who Puffin is, definitely go check him out. His link should be getting posted in chat any second now. There we go. It's like, there we go. Yeah. Yeah, so definitely go check out Puffin, guys. He didn't have to raid us, but he did, and it's awesome. Patrisu, Quillfish, Shineko, and Shinx. Yo, congrats on that, dude. That's awesome. We have found a singular Zubat. I actually never updated the previous thing. I finally had one of these happen under odds. Yeah, we were, it was partially my fault. I will admit that. I didn't exactly know how this worked for the first few days, so I was resetting over the same outbreak over and over again, so I wasn't able to get shinies for like 3 days. Then we figured it out, immediately found a shiny, and then did Paris and took over 500 encounters. Yeah, Goldie, what's going on? Yeah, but Raiders, welcome to the stream, guys. I really appreciate y'all being here. Thank you for all the likes on the stream. Lol. Yeah, and like, so the problem was, I don't know if it was the same for a lot of you guys as well. Those first few days, I was trying to avoid a lot of the news, and like I was trying to avoid a lot of like content about the games just because I hadn't beaten it. I still haven't beaten it, but I've accepted that I'm gonna be spoiled on various small things at this point because it's been a week and I just haven't had a chance to actually sit down and beat the game. But yeah, for those first few days, I didn't want to look at anything. I didn't want to look at any content related to the games outside of like some written articles that I knew would just be talking about one specific thing. Bad idea. Terrible idea. Most of those articles said you couldn't even do outbreaks until you had beaten the game, which is wrong, obviously. So I had bad information, and most of the people in chat were trying to be helpful. They were trying to provide good information, but a lot of people were saying like, we're just guessing, or also found articles that were just wrong. So we tried like 4 or 5 different methods, and they all just didn't work. Did that for half a stream, actually. Like, it feels like, yeah, because you would think, basically what I did is I saved in Jubilife. I found, like, for example, I would have found a Zubat raid, saved in Jubilife, and just kept going in to the raid from Jubilife, which is just wrong, right? Like, you have to save in there, and you have to, like, leave again. Don't search it. Don't tell me not to search up stuff. I wouldn't know to search it up. A-Drive released 2 vids, one wrong, one right. I guess which one he released first? Yeah. Okay, so that might be where a lot of the confusion was coming from. If people watched the first A-Drive video and told me about it, because I think I was like doing it the way people were saying to do it from A-Drive at first, which was wrong, and then we tried something else, and someone came in a chat and just said, hey, that's wrong. And I'm like, that makes sense that this is wrong. So we went back to the other way, and it was still wrong, and then people in chat were just saying, like, oh, you're doing it wrong. And eventually I got tired of it and stopped listening, and of course I stopped listening the moment someone actually told me how to do it. I think it was Goldie, actually. I think Goldie was the MVP, came in, actually told me the right way to do it. And I apologize to Goldie for this, because it's not, Goldie's fault. I was so done with people telling me how to do it and it still being wrong, but I just was like, I'm doing it the way I'm doing it, which obviously was not smart and didn't work. So yeah, Goldie the champ there. A-Drive poisoned the well again for first views. I mean, I think to an extent. Yeah, obviously there's, like, some incentive there to be the first one to post something. Especially with how leaked this game was. but I also know a lot of times they're going off of decompiled code, right? So you've got like no actual legible variables or any legible method names or anything. So I can understand to a point why there's like a little bit of confusion at the start. It is fine. All right, I'm glad. I just want to make sure. I was wrong, and I want to admit that. I want to make sure I admit that. So mean to Goldie. Don't be nice, Goldie. He'll defend for you. First one to post stuff's fine, but tutorials got to be accurate if you get a big YouTuber for sure. Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. But yeah, like I said, it's like I can get it. I can understand it. Also, I don't need to look at those two. Those are the last two in the thing. Bareback I've seen a bit, Yoki. People just want to be the first to release a video for views, even if they're not confirmed it's correct. Yeah. Yeah, I get it. Like, I get the frustration. I've experienced the frustration. But I also know that, like, it's effectively a tradition for shiny hunting methods to be, like, thought of one way and then that be completely wrong. And then we learn what it actually is, like, a week later or something. Or in the case of Sword and Shield, 2 years later. But, you know, it is what it is. So I don't even know what's right. What I'm doing is right. It seems to work. Basically, in order for the Outbreak to actually get new Pokemon, you have to leave and come back. Like you have to leave the area that the Outbreak's in, go back to Jubilife, and come back in with a new active Outbreak. Because it's effectively, it's a new Outbreak now. Some of the steps in this method seemed erroneous before we found out they were a necessity. Yeah, like make sure you save, you know, in here. I thought the RNG would be reset when you went to Jubilife, but apparently it's not. Like I thought the RNG would be random every time you came in, but it seems like the RNG is set when you go to Jubilife, not when you come out of Jubilife. Like whatever RNG seed, whatever RNG number is used to determine what Pokemon are in here, gets set in Jubilife and like increments predictably, and is saved. The big thing is it's saved, and it's not like, and if you just close your game, it goes back to the last saved value. So it's all very predictable and repeatable, which I didn't think was the case. Yeah, Jubilife and then going back to the camp is a soft reset essentially. Yeah. Perk of full odds is that you don't have to worry about that method stuff. True. Very true, Cinder. Yeah, like, the thing is, I totally trust the people who are posting, like, the shiny odds. I think that's been fairly well established. That's fairly easy, I think, to find in the code, and fairly easy to see what it is. It's just figuring out, like, yeah, what increments the RNG. Apparently you can catch and battle an Outbreak and get 2 different outcomes. Really? So battling and catching cause the number to, like, cause the Pokemon encounters to increment differently? That's interesting. So, like, in theory, I've done pretty much all of my Outbreaks through battling, just because it's easier to keep track of the number of Pokemon I've, like, gotten rid of. Just because, like, I'm terrible at keeping track of how many Pokeballs I threw versus how many actually caught. I'm bad at that, so I haven't dealt with that. So if I did this the way I'm doing it, where I battle them, but then I reset, don't go back to Jubilife, come in and catch them, it's different. Really? It's been discovered you can battle all the encounters and get different mods, then go back and catch them at different outcomes. You mostly catch if you can, that's fair. Catching's faster, I feel, if you're good at it. I've been fairly bad. Granted, battling's also very slow when you continuously end up in quadruple battles, and get drowsy, and then drowsy keeps you from moving for like 5 turns. Watching Shiny Collector streams, and that's how you figured out the optimal way to do full awesome Legends Arceus. Nice. Your dog at catching. Gotta remember that I'm out of battle now, and I actually have to pay attention. Okay, there are only 3. Does that add up right? Yeah, that adds up right. Normally catch, because it just helps in the Pokedex. I mean, battling helps the same, and if I'm going to reset, it's going to reset from that anyways. Read your last chat? What's your last chat? Finally found out what the dog doing after 21 resets. Just running around with his friends. Ah, I see. You're back with food. Welcome back, Yoki. Alright, this is gonna be our, this is gonna be the last reset of the outbreaks for the night. I was actually, like, literally battling the last Pokemon I was planning on fighting for the night when when the raid happened. So I figured, you know what, we're not gonna end there. But I do have things I plan on doing at like 8:30, so I kind of need to finish up soon. So yeah, we're gonna do one more set of encounters here. No, we'll do more streaming soon. I'll admit I was a little bit demotivated after that Paris took 550 encounters to shine, so having Zubat show up in like 80 something is a little bit more like, alright, I can get behind this, I can do this more. So, not sure if I'll do it over the weekend, but definitely next week I'll be back to a bit more normal of a stream schedule, I want to say. There's a chance I can stream tomorrow, but I know for sure on Sunday I'm not going to, since I have my league race for the month. Tomorrow I might also just be dead tired at the end of the day. I'm going to be doing stuff from like 9 to 5, which is basically just a work day, but it's a little more draining than that in some ways. Your iPad, headphones, and Switch all use the same USB? Yeah, USB-C's are nice. Essentially charge your Switch with your iPad charger. Yeah, that's one of the great things about USB-C is like, yeah, my tablet, my phone, my work laptop, my Switch, my headphones, all that uses the same cable. Granted, for me, all those cables have died. I have had terrible luck with USB-C cables, or with USB-C ports. It's the ports, not the cable, which is unfortunate, which means it's like the device, where it just stops working on one side, and the cable, it's no longer reversible for me. What's your favorite part of Legends Arceus besides shiny hunting? That's a good question. I like just having like the different little completionist tasks. I like the small little differences that each Pokemon has in its Pokedex like challenges. I actually really like that. I think it's really nice. I like how there's kind of options for the ways that you can like get a level 10 entry, and then there's that extra. Like, it's still very doable, but there's just that extra little push that you have to do to get to a perfected entry. So you came late, though? Hey, that's all good. That's all good. I'm glad you were able to be here while you could. USB-C's OP. Like I said, I have an issue with it, where I've now had 2 phones in a row with USB-C. The port just only works on one side. Why'd I throw out Parasect? Yeah, we're switching to Luxray. I must have just, like, mishit a button. Hey, John, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Phone broke. I had 2 in a row do it, though. Like, that's the thing. Like, it's like, I totally agree. USB-C is fantastic. All this stuff. But I've had 2 phones in a row have, like, just issues where, like, the USB-C stops working. It's frustrating. Get new phone easy. I don't want it to happen to a 3rd phone, and phones are expensive. Called lasagna. We thought his YouTube name was at first. Mindless lasagna. It's probably a pretty true description of lasagna. Coworker sells her iPhone 6. That's why. So I mentor like a high school robotics team. One of the kids on it has like an iPhone 6, and he's like, it's awful because it doesn't get software updates anymore or something, and like because of that, he can't like load like any app. Like almost all apps just don't support the iPhone 6 anymore, which is reasonable. That phone's from 2015 or 2014, 2014. Yeah, that's just kind of crazy. I have a Pixel 2. Like a Pixel 2 XL. So, older Pixel. But, it doesn't have Android 12, which I almost kind of consider a plus. And I would have, okay, I think... Is there no more? I must have not counted right. Yeah, that's the last one. But yeah, so like my phone's just a bit old. So it doesn't get software updates anymore and stuff. And there's dead pixels on it. Everything's dying on it slowly. The battery's going, but phones are expensive, so I don't want to get a new one. Have your coworkers have pixels? I just like not having any other crap on top of Android. That's the whole reason I like it. All right, guys. Let's see. Is there anyone else shiny hunting live? Hey, Philly's live. All right, guys. I am wrapping up for the day here. We're gonna do a raid, so the shiny hunting continues for those of you who want to watch. Thank you to everyone for tuning in. Thank you to Puffin and all of the Puffin party for the raid. I really appreciate it. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for being here. I'll be back soon. I don't know exactly when. Either potentially a little bit tomorrow or Tuesday. So guys, see you then. Thank you all for being here. Have a good rest of your weekend and take care. That was the wrong one. There we go.